In a world that often mistakes ruthlessness for strength, kindness can be misunderstood and underestimated. We're told to armor up, to never let them see you sweat, to hustle harder. But what if true strength, the kind that makes a real difference in the world, is actually rooted in something much deeper, something often mistaken for weakness? What if kindness is the secret weapon we've been overlooking? We're going to unpack the myths about kindness and explore why it's not just good, it's a strategic advantage. We're going to talk about how to cultivate true kindness, the kind that sets boundaries, honors your own needs, and allows you to show up as your most courageous, authentic self. Get ready to embrace the power of kindness and unlock the leader within you. Let's be clear. Kindness isn't about avoiding conflict or sugarcoating the truth. It's not about being a pushover or letting people walk all over you. In fact, true kindness requires incredible strength. It takes courage to show up with empathy and respect, even when the conversation is tough. Think about a time when you had to deliver difficult feedback or address a conflict. It's easy to shy away from those moments, to avoid the discomfort. But kindness calls us to lean in, to engage with vulnerability and authenticity. It's about speaking your truth with clarity and compassion, creating a space for genuine connection and understanding. One of the biggest misconceptions about kindness is that it equals weakness. We think being kind means saying yes to everything, putting everyone else's needs before our own. But here's the thing. You can't show up for others if you're completely depleted. This is where boundaries come in. Boundaries are not selfish. They're essential for our well-being. They allow us to protect our energy and time so that we can show up fully in the areas of our lives that matter most. Kindness with boundaries says, I care about you, and I also care about myself. Here's what I can offer, and here's what I can't. You can't pour from an empty cup. We hear this all the time, but it's one of those truths that bears repeating. If you're running on fumes, constantly putting everyone else's needs before your own, you're not going to be able to show up with genuine kindness. Self-kindness is the foundation of sustainable generosity. It's about treating yourself with the same care and compassion that you would offer a loved one. It's about prioritizing your own well-being, physically, emotionally, and mentally, so that you can show up in the world as the best version of yourself. For a long time, many of us bought into this false dichotomy. You're either kind or you're assertive. You're either a pushover or a jerk. But the truth is, true strength requires both. Think about the people you admire most, the ones who lead with both heart and conviction. They are able to stand up for what they believe in, to set boundaries, to speak their truth, all while remaining open, compassionate, and kind. They understand that kindness is not about being nice, it's about being brave. Chapter 5, Kindness thrives in small, invisible acts. We often think of kindness as these grand gestures, these sweeping acts of heroism, and while those are amazing, the truth is that most of kindness, the kind that has the biggest impact on our daily lives, happens in the quiet, unseen moments. It's the listening ear you offer a colleague who's going through a tough time. It's the genuine smile you share with a stranger. It's the small act of service you provide without expecting anything in return. These seemingly insignificant acts of kindness have a ripple effect, creating a more compassionate and connected world. Chapter 6. Kindness isn't a transaction, it's a reflection of character. Here's a hard truth. Sometimes kindness isn't reciprocated. Sometimes you put yourself out there, you show up for someone, and they don't do the same for you. And that's okay, because true kindness isn't a transaction. It's not about keeping score or expecting something in return. It's about acting from a place of integrity, of aligning your actions with your values. It's about showing up with an open heart, even when it's hard, because that's who you are at your core. Chapter 7. Kindness is a leadership superpower, not a liability. For a long time, we believed that leadership was about being tough, about commanding a room, about being the loudest voice in the conversation. But the world is changing. We are craving leaders who lead with empathy, authenticity, and yes, kindness. Think about the leaders who inspire you most. They're not the ones who rule with an iron fist. They're the ones who listen with open hearts, who empower their teams, who create a culture of trust and respect. They understand that true leadership is not about power over others, it's about empowering others to discover their own strength. Outro. Own your kindness, own your strength. If others misjudge your kindness as weakness, let them know the truth. Strength isn't in loud dominance, it's in the quiet power of grace, boundaries, and compassion. It's about choosing courage over comfort, connection over fear, and authenticity over perfection. As Viktor Frankl reminds us, our true power lies in how we choose to respond. We always have a choice. We can choose to meet the world with cynicism, fear, and scarcity, or we can choose to lead with kindness, generosity, and love. Choose kindness and own your strength.